You've decided to stop drinking. That is great. But now the urges and the cravings are starting to rear their ugly, disgusting head. If that sounds like you right now, keep watching, because I'm going to talk about how to deal with these nasty urges and cravings. Hi, this is Alex Rivera. After a very long time, I finally decided that I needed to stop drinking. Just because I decided to stop drinking, it didn't mean that my body and my mind was not expecting me to drink. Cravings and urges are normal and are to be expected when you decide to stop drinking. And some of these urges can be very, very strong, especially when you decide to stop drinking after a very long time. Feeling irritable and angry to feeling very anxious or feeling very depressed. And the urge to pick up again is very, very intense. The first thing to understand is no matter how intense these urges may be, they cannot kill you and they're only temporary. Because you might feel like you're going to explode if you don't get a drink. You might feel like this is way too much, but I'm here to tell you that yes, you can take it, and yes, they will go away. See, in the beginning, you might be getting urges all the time, but as time goes by, these urges become less intense, and then they become further and further apart. So it's critical that you have an effective plan to deal with these urges when they come. So the first technique is the hardest, but it works, and it is ignore the urge. Acknowledge that you're having an urge to drink, but that doesn't mean that you have to drink. You're basically going to sit on the urge, and you're going to allow yourself to feel it, no matter how strong and intense it is. It could take 5, 10 minutes, half an hour, but the urge will subside, and it will go away. Now, I'm not saying that this is easy. This is hard, but the key point here is that you can do it. You can sit on the urge and you don't have to act upon it, and that the urge will fade away. The second technique is to have a distraction. Walking is a very powerful way of distracting yourself because it gets you out of the environment that might be triggering you, and the moment you step out, now your brain has to adapt to a different reality. Now you're looking at the sidewalk, you're looking at the buildings, you're looking at the trees, and your thoughts start moving in a different direction. Physical activity, some kind of exercise, is shown to be a great reliever of urges. So getting rid of this extra energy will help your mind to calm down. So if you currently don't have an exercise routine of some kind, I strongly recommend that you begin one and you use this routine as one of your primary coping mechanisms for when the urges come. Urges are triggered by certain events, by certain things, by certain people or places. So it is very, very important for you to learn to recognize these triggers. I actually had to figure out what some of these triggers were because I was not completely aware of what were the things that were triggering these urges. So one way to go about this, keep a log, keep a notebook of the things that trigger these urges throughout the day. That way you can find out what are the things that are bringing these urges on you. And you're gonna have to change the way your day-to-day life is structured. That does not mean that you shouldn't have ways to enjoy life while you're doing this. So it is important that you schedule those activities that also make you feel good. You can also do things like playing games or doing puzzles or, practicing your hobbies. Because if you've been drinking for a very long time, perhaps you put your hobbies aside and you haven't been doing some of these things that you really truly enjoy. It might be the case that you really have to think about what are some of these things that you enjoy, and you might have to look back at your past when you were younger. What were the things that you liked doing? So write down a few ideas. Make time for enjoyable activities because you're gonna have to replace the time that you spent drinking with something else. So do you like reading books? Do you like fishing? Do you like knitting? Do you like cooking? Do you like gardening? Think about it. because a lot of these activities can bring a lot of satisfaction and can get your mind out of the ruminating about drinking. This is going to help you immensely with your recovery. So here's one sure way to shift your mindset and to get out of a ruminating cycle that is almost as effective as drinking. Okay, now I say almost as effective. An awesome alternative is music. Put the music that you best like and crank it up. Put the music that you really enjoy listening to, that gets your heart pumping and your mind going, and listen to it. Because music is extremely powerful and it has a way to get you out of your state of mind into a different state of mind. So give music a try and make a playlist that is at the ready when you start feeling like a craving is coming upon you, and put the music and just go crazy. Why not combine that with the first tip, which is physical exercise, and maybe bust some moves? Even if you don't have a lot of physical mobility, you can always tap your foot, you can shake your butt, you can move your arms. So combine the power of the music with the power of the physical activity. And I am telling you, this is really gonna help you to cope with the urges. Another super powerful way I found to cope with urges, but not only urges, but ugly feelings, anxious feelings, angry feelings, is laughing. Because you can't laugh and be angry or sad at the same time. Laughter is the best medicine, they say, and it is true. If you can make it a habit to laugh every day, it will really help you to feel better. Okay? Even if you're feeling depressed, even if you're feeling scared, find a way to laugh. Put your favorite comedian on YouTube or on TV. Watch a comedy that you know you like and rewatch it again, or read a funny book or a funny comic. Whatever it is, call a friend that you know it's funny and have a good laugh. And make this a part of your daily routine, because laughing is so powerful and you can get out of a funk, you can get out of an ugly feeling almost immediately when you bring laughter and humor into your life. My final tip is to make progress on your goals every day. This implies that you've made a list of goals, short-term goals, medium-term goals, long-term goals, and that you make progress towards one of these goals every day. Even if it's a small increment, it doesn't matter. The fact that you're making progress towards a goal will give you a lift, will make you feel good about yourself and the things that you're doing. And one of the most important goals that you're pursuing right now is not to drink, right? So if you complete a day and you didn't drink, give yourself a pat in the back and celebrate it, because you're moving towards your goal. And the more you're able to make progress towards these goals, the more encouraged you're gonna feel. So make sure that you're making progress every day towards one of your goals. Finally, be kind to yourself. Progress, not perfection. And every time you successfully deal with one of these urges, this will give you more and more confidence that you can do this. So here's the summary. Make sure you're burning up your excess mental and physical energy by establishing a routine where you're working out your body. Remember that cravings and urges are temporary and they will go away. Bring back the activities that you enjoy doing, or find new ones, because you need to replace the time that you spend drinking with activities that bring you happiness, that bring you joy. Find out something that makes you laugh every day. Listen to music, and if you can, dance to the music to get your mind into a different place. I hope that some of these ideas make sense to you, because I know they have helped me and a lot of the people that I met in my Smart Recovery group. Try them. Give them a shot next time you feel an urge. Remember, urges cannot kill you, and you have the power within yourself to endure them. You can do this. You've taken the hardest step, which is the decision to stop drinking. Now, this is where the work begins, but you can do it. And millions of people have been able to kick the habit of drinking for good. Check the 5-day plan I put together to help you in the next few days after you're making the decision to stop drinking. Right here in the link on the screen and in the description below. Thank you very much. And if you like what you saw today, please share and subscribe to our channel and check some of the resources in the description. This is Alex Rivera with Activation Energy. I'll see you soon.